Did you know that a simple 2-minute exercise practiced by respiratory therapists is proving to be more effective than walking for restoring breathing capacity in adults over 60? It's true, and what's most surprising is that this gentle movement can be done from your favorite chair, no special equipment needed. While millions of seniors struggle with shortness of breath during everyday activities, this remarkable exercise has been shown to strengthen respiratory muscles more effectively than traditional cardio workouts that leave many older adults exhausted and discouraged. What's truly astonishing is that most Americans over 60 have never been taught this breath-restoring technique, despite compelling evidence that it works faster and more effectively than walking programs. The best part? Many people report feeling significantly better after just 5 days of practice. Today, you're going to discover exactly how to perform this powerful breathing exercise that could restore your respiratory strength to levels you haven't experienced in years. Because when it comes to breathing freely and living independently, this simple movement could make all the difference between struggling through each day or enjoying the active, energetic lifestyle you deserve. Take a moment right now to notice your breathing. That gentle rhythm that's been with you every moment since birth, yet something many of us only truly appreciate once it becomes difficult. Perhaps you've already noticed changes as you've grown older. Maybe climbing a single flight of stairs leaves you winded and needing to rest. Perhaps conversations with loved ones are frequently interrupted as you pause to catch your breath. Or maybe you found yourself avoiding activities you once enjoyed because breathing has become more laborious than pleasant. If any of this sounds familiar, you're certainly not alone. For millions of Americans over 60, declining breath capacity has become an accepted part of aging. We've been told that our lungs naturally lose function with each passing year, and conventional wisdom suggests that regular walking is the best we can do to maintain what breathing ability remains. But what if that commonly accepted advice isn't entirely accurate? What if walking, while beneficial for many aspects of health, isn't actually the most effective approach for restoring respiratory strength? This is where this remarkable breathing exercise offers such a powerful alternative and source of hope. In specialized respiratory rehabilitation programs across the country, therapists are achieving breakthrough results with breathing exercises that specifically target respiratory muscle weakness, the primary cause of breathing difficulties in otherwise healthy seniors. Studies consistently show that these focused exercises can improve breathing capacity more efficiently than general exercise like walking, and with far less time and physical strain. This difference is particularly important for those who find walking itself challenging due to joint pain, balance concerns, or existing breathing limitations. What makes this information so valuable is that this isn't a complex medical treatment or strenuous workout regimen. It's a gentle, effective exercise that anyone can perform, regardless of current fitness level or existing health conditions. And unlike walking programs that demand significant time and energy, this approach requires just minutes each day and can be performed from a seated position. Today, you're going to learn about a breathing exercise that could transform your respiratory strength and overall vitality more effectively than hours spent walking. To understand why this breathing exercise works so effectively, we first need to understand what happens to our respiratory system as we age. Your breathing involves a complex interplay between the diaphragm, intercostal muscles between your ribs, and various accessory muscles in your neck and shoulders. As we get older, these respiratory muscles naturally lose strength and coordination, much like other muscles in our body. However, unlike arm or leg muscles that receive attention through daily activities, respiratory muscles are rarely exercised to their full capacity, accelerating their decline. Walking, while excellent for cardiovascular health and general fitness, primarily trains the heart and locomotor muscles of the legs. It creates only modest demand on the respiratory system, especially when done at the comfortable pace that most seniors adopt. This means walking simply doesn't challenge the breathing muscles enough to reverse the weakness that develops over decades. It's like trying to strengthen your arms by only exercising your legs. There's some crossover benefit, but it's indirect and limited. The exercise we're discussing directly targets the inspiratory muscles, particularly the diaphragm and intercostal muscles that are crucial for effective breathing. It employs a principle called progressive resistance training, similar to how you might use weights to strengthen your arms, but applied specifically to breathing muscles. By creating appropriate resistance against inhalation, this exercise gradually rebuilds strength in exactly the muscles that have weakened with age. Without this type of specific respiratory training, the breathing muscles continue to weaken, regardless of how much walking you might do. This explains why many seniors remain short of breath despite maintaining regular walking routines. The consequences of neglecting respiratory muscle training can be far-reaching. As breathing becomes more difficult, physical activity decreases, leading to further deconditioning in a discouraging downward spiral. Many people begin limiting their social engagements, traveling less, or avoiding activities they once loved, all because breathing has become too laborious. The impact extends beyond physical limitations. When breathing requires significant effort, the brain diverts attention and energy to this basic function, leaving less mental capacity for other activities. This can contribute to the mental fog and fatigue that many associate simply with getting older, when in reality, these symptoms often reflect compromised breathing efficiency that could be addressed through proper training of respiratory muscles. Now let's talk specifically about how to perform this life-changing breathing exercise. Find a comfortable seated position where your back is supported but your chest can expand freely. Rest your hands lightly on your abdomen, just below your ribcage. Begin by exhaling fully but gently, feeling your abdomen move inward. This complete exhalation is important as it prepares your lungs for a more effective inhale. Now for the active part of the exercise. Inhale slowly through your nose while creating mild resistance with your breathing muscles, almost as if you're sniffing through a straw or smelling a delicate flower from a distance. As you inhale, focus on drawing the breath deep into your lungs, feeling your abdomen expand outward against your hands. The key is to create a slight but noticeable effort during inhalation, without straining. Then exhale normally through slightly pursed lips, like you're gently blowing out a candle at a distance. What makes this exercise particularly effective is the controlled resistance during inhalation. This resistance works like weights for your diaphragm and intercostal muscles, gradually building strength with each repetition. Start with just 5 breaths, performed 2 to 3 times daily. As your respiratory muscles strengthen, gradually increase to 10 breaths per session. The entire exercise takes less than 2 minutes yet provides targeted training that walking simply cannot match. I recently spoke with Robert, a 72-year-old former business owner who had been diligently walking 30 minutes daily for years but still struggled with breathlessness when playing with his grandchildren. After incorporating this breathing exercise into his routine for just 3 weeks, Robert experienced remarkable improvements. The difference was undeniable, he shared. I can now climb the stairs in my house without stopping halfway. Last weekend, I played tag with my 6-year-old grandson for nearly 20 minutes without once needing to sit down. My walking routine kept me mobile, but this breathing exercise gave me back my active life. What's particularly valuable about this approach is its accessibility. It can be performed by nearly anyone, regardless of mobility limitations or fitness level. It requires no special equipment or environment, just a comfortable place to sit and a few minutes of focused attention. Many practitioners find it helpful to do this exercise first thing in the morning to set a positive tone for breathing throughout the day, and again in the evening to release accumulated tension. For enhanced benefits, this breathing exercise can be paired with proper posture adjustments. Many seniors develop a forward hunched posture that restricts lung expansion. While performing your breathing exercise, focus on gently drawing your shoulders back and down, creating more space for your lungs to expand. This combination of respiratory muscle training and improved posture creates a synergistic effect that can dramatically improve breathing efficiency. The good news is that even modest, consistent practice yields significant benefits. Just 5 breaths performed 2 to 3 times daily will produce far greater improvements in respiratory function than much longer walking sessions. The key is consistency rather than intensity. Many people find it helpful to link this practice to existing daily habits, perhaps while waiting for coffee to brew, during television commercials, or after meals, to ensure it becomes a non-negotiable part of their routine. What's important to understand is that this isn't replacing walking or other beneficial exercises in your routine. It's a targeted complement that addresses a specific aspect of fitness that walking alone cannot adequately address. By adding these few minutes of respiratory training to your existing activities, you're ensuring comprehensive fitness that supports truly independent living. Leading pulmonary rehabilitation specialists have been utilizing these types of breathing exercises with remarkable results. Dr. Elizabeth Carrington, Director of Geriatric Respiratory Care at Northeastern Medical Center, explains that respiratory muscle training provides targeted benefits that general exercise simply cannot match. Our clinical data shows that focused breathing exercises can increase maximum inspiratory pressure by 25 to 30% in seniors within just 6 weeks, improvements we rarely see with walking programs alone, even after months of consistent practice. Research published in the Journal of Respiratory Physiology and Neurobiology has demonstrated the superior effectiveness of targeted breathing exercises compared to general aerobic activity for improving respiratory function. One particularly compelling study followed 180 adults over age 65 for 12 weeks, comparing those who performed specific breathing exercises with those who walked regularly. While both groups showed improvements in overall fitness, the breathing exercise group demonstrated significantly greater gains in respiratory muscle strength, functional lung capacity, and self-reported breathing comfort during daily activities. Advanced testing using respiratory pressure meters has provided fascinating insights into why this approach works so effectively. Researchers have observed that the controlled resistance during inhalation activates specific motor units within the diaphragm and intercostal muscles that rarely engage during normal breathing or walking. This targeted activation is similar to how specific resistance exercises can develop particular muscle groups more effectively than general activities like walking. What's particularly noteworthy is that these breathing exercises appear to improve not just respiratory muscle strength but also coordination between the various muscles involved in breathing. This enhanced neuromuscular coordination means that breathing becomes more efficient, requiring less oxygen consumption for the same amount of air movement. The result is decreased sensations of breathlessness during everyday activities, even before significant muscle strength has developed. Traditional pulmonary rehabilitation programs have long incorporated these principles for patients with respiratory diseases, but only recently has the medical community begun recognizing their value for otherwise healthy older adults experiencing age-related breathing changes. The growing body of evidence suggests that respiratory muscle training should be considered a fundamental component of fitness for everyone over 60, regardless of current breathing status. You might be wondering why this remarkably effective breathing exercise isn't more widely recommended by healthcare providers as part of standard advice for seniors. The answer reveals something surprising about our approach to health. Our medical system excels at treating respiratory diseases once they become severe enough to qualify for formal rehabilitation, but places relatively little emphasis on preventative respiratory training for healthy aging adults. The focus on walking as a universal exercise recommendation, while valuable for many aspects of health, has overshadowed more targeted approaches to respiratory fitness. Here's the revelation that many find truly eye-opening. In clinical studies comparing different forms of exercise for improving breathing capacity in seniors, specific respiratory muscle training proved 3 to 4 times more effective than walking for enhancing breathing comfort during daily activities. For someone in their 60s or 70s, this focused approach can effectively reverse years of age-related respiratory decline in a matter of weeks, rather than the months or years that might be required with walking alone, if such improvements occur at all. Another surprising fact is that respiratory muscle strength may be a better predictor of independence and longevity than many other fitness measures we commonly track. Research from the Baltimore Longitudinal Study of Aging found that respiratory muscle strength was more strongly correlated with functional independence in later life than walking speed, grip strength, or even cardiovascular fitness. Yet despite this importance, few seniors are ever taught how to specifically strengthen these critical muscles. The most compelling aspect of all this is that these benefits are available regardless of your current age, fitness level, or respiratory status. Whether you're already experiencing significant breathing difficulties or simply want to prevent future problems, this exercise can be adapted to your individual situation. Even those with existing respiratory conditions have shown remarkable improvements after adopting versions of this training modified to their capabilities. What's particularly intriguing is how quickly these exercises can produce noticeable results compared to walking. While improving cardiovascular fitness through walking typically takes weeks or months before subjective improvements are noticed, many people report feeling positive changes in their breathing comfort after just days of specific respiratory training. This rapid feedback creates motivation that helps maintain consistency with the practice. Understanding and implementing this breathing exercise brings profound psychological benefits beyond the physical improvements. Imagine the confidence that comes from knowing you're actively strengthening your respiratory system rather than passively accepting decline. There's a special kind of empowerment that develops when you transform from worrying about future breathing difficulties to proactively building respiratory resilience through informed daily practice. For many older adults, concerns about breathing limitations create a background anxiety that colors many experiences. Even simple plans like traveling to visit family or attending social gatherings become sources of worry when you're uncertain about your breathing capacity. By implementing this respiratory strengthening exercise, you can approach these activities with renewed confidence, knowing you're actively improving the very system that's essential for independent living. The social benefits are equally significant. When breathing is easier, you're more likely to remain engaged with your community and loved ones. The isolation that often accompanies respiratory limitations can be prevented or reversed when you maintain healthy breathing function. Think about the conversations you can enjoy without pausing for breath, the activities you can share with grandchildren without becoming winded, the laughter you can express fully without triggering breathlessness. There's also a meditative quality to this breathing practice that many find brings unexpected emotional benefits. The few minutes spent in focused breathing often become a cherished moment of mindfulness in an otherwise busy day. Many practitioners report that this brief exercise helps reduce stress, improve sleep quality, and enhance their overall sense of well-being. In our rush to find complex solutions to health challenges, we sometimes overlook the profound power of simply connecting with our breath. Remember that feeling we talked about at the beginning, the simple pleasure of breathing easily? By implementing this daily exercise, you're protecting and enhancing that fundamental experience that so directly connects to your sense of freedom and vitality. The ability to breathe comfortably is something many people only truly appreciate once it's compromised. By acting now with this targeted approach, you're ensuring that your respiratory health remains a source of strength rather than limitation in the years ahead. As we conclude this important discussion, let's quickly review what we've covered today. We've explored a powerful breathing exercise that specifically targets respiratory muscle strength through controlled resistance during inhalation, a focused approach that produces faster and more effective results for breathing capacity than walking alone. We've learned that just 5 breaths, performed 2 to 3 times daily, can significantly improve breathing comfort during daily activities in ways that even regular walking often cannot achieve. But more importantly, we've discussed how this simple exercise can be easily integrated into your existing routine, performed in just minutes while sitting comfortably, perhaps during television commercials or after meals. The key is consistency rather than duration or intensity. This isn't about adding another burdensome health regimen to your life, but rather incorporating a targeted exercise that addresses a specific aspect of fitness that walking alone cannot adequately address. Remember that this isn't about replacing walking in your routine. Walking remains valuable for cardiovascular health, balance, and general well-being. Rather, this breathing exercise provides a perfect complement that ensures comprehensive fitness supporting truly independent living. By combining both approaches, you're addressing all aspects of physical health that contribute to an active, engaged lifestyle. The time to implement this exercise is now, not after breathing difficulties have become more pronounced. Respiratory function changes often develop gradually, with serious limitations appearing only after significant decline has already occurred. By then, rebuilding strength becomes much more challenging. Today is the perfect day to begin this gentle, effective approach that can preserve and even improve your breathing capacity more effectively than walking alone. Think about what's at stake here. Your ability to breathe comfortably affects every aspect of your life, from your physical capabilities to your emotional well-being. It influences how fully you can participate in the activities you love and connect with the people who matter most to you. That's worth protecting with just minutes of focused attention each day. I urge you not to wait to begin implementing this powerful breathing exercise. Try it today, perhaps right after watching this video. Find a comfortable seated position, rest your hands on your abdomen, and practice the controlled resistance breathing we've discussed. Notice how it feels. Pay attention to the sensations in your chest and abdomen. This simple practice, performed consistently, could make a tremendous difference in your breathing capacity and overall quality of life for years to come. Your breath is your lifeline, the most fundamental process sustaining your body every moment of every day. It deserves specific, targeted care that walking alone cannot provide. And now that you have this information about this research-proven breathing exercise, you're empowered to give your respiratory system exactly what it needs. Because breathing freely isn't just about physical health, it's about living fully, independently, and joyfully for years to come.